at hashtag Ask Eurovision, or if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, eventually this will be up, this press conference. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Sublatti from Georgia, and I represented my country in Eurovision 2015.
Hi, I'm Sublatti, and I have the honor to be the stage director for this beautiful Nina and to help Georgia win this year.
Yeah, All right, so first things first, I saw your rehearsal, a subtle, demure costume, not at all. Tell me about that, please. The feather action.
Yes, actually the feather was Sasha's idea, because I was like, okay, the feather, I don't really like that, but
it was a good idea.
Yes, absolutely, yes, I'm so grateful. And after that, so we created some costume that was silver, that was really sexy, beautiful, but I realized that that was not mine. So I sat down, I sketched my costume by myself, then I went to designer. She's a very famous designer from Georgia, and she did everything for my costume. Yeah.
Well, it's gorgeous and it really, really works.
Thank you.
In my humble opinion, and I know I'm not the only one.
Thank you.
All right, next thing, let's stay on the stage. We were talking earlier about the movements that come up in your performance and the symbolism or the meaning behind those movements. Could you talk about that?
It's really hard for me to talk about movements because it always comes naturally. I never think about it. It's like, okay, I heard the song, I do something. I never realize what I'm doing, but sometimes it looks great.
Yeah, it always looks great.
Yes, and after our meeting, we decided to do some movements for LED screens. So I think that really looks perfect.
Right. And I think everything around Nina's performance and this song is from herself. So my job was to create a number with this song in mind that was strong and powerful for a strong woman of today that makes the world go in chaos. So we did everything from Nina's point of view. Like for the movements, we started with a rehearsal and we did the power movements just like she said from her natural movements. This is how she feels when she sings it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the choreography from within, to put it in a more poetic way. All right, cool. One last thing from me. I was walking around the last 2 days now, and I spoke to a lot of our wonderful, wonderful volunteers, and was kind of trying to pick their brains. So, who do you think's going to win? Who's your favorite? You know. And what I really noticed, what was very noticeable to me, is that the youngest amongst our especially female volunteers, late teens, early 20s, we're all like, oh, Georgia, Georgia. And I was like, why? And they were like, because strong, I am a warrior, and also she does her makeup really, really well. And so I happen to know that you work with teens, is that right?
Yes, I do. Well, thank you for the really warm reviews. I'm really happy. I work with teens. I'm actually a vocal coach too. Also, I work as a stage performance choreographer or something like that. So I really help young artists to develop themselves and things like that. And yes, I love makeup too.
Yeah.
They'll always ask me how to do that, how to do the eyes like that, and that's the thing for me. Yeah.
Well, it's working. All right, folks, you know what time it is. It's time to go out and get some questions from the press corps. I'm going to start with Alistair this time, if that's all right. Yeah?
Hi, Alistair Birch from SBS Radio in Australia. I'm going to ask a question which might have been half answered already, but I'll ask it all the same. I read somewhere that you were a model for a while earlier in your career, and I wanted to ask, is there anything particular from this time period that you learned that you're now using on the Eurovision stage?
Great question. Well, to be honest, I have a lot of hobbies. Sometimes I'm a model, sometimes I'm a painter, so sometimes a vocal coach. So modeling was a part of my life, and for sure it kind of helps me. Sometimes the stage looks like a catwalk, so I really pretend that I'm tall and all the things like that. So it does a lot in my career, to be honest. Yes.
Okay, next question. Okay, just to shake things up, I'll have the fellow with W.
Hi, Sasha. I'm William from Boogie Blogs. You said in the past that your song is meant to inspire women to find their inner strength. I'm curious, what women in your life inspire you and help you be strong?
I think the inspiring persons in my life are my mom and my grandma, because we're like a girl power. We were living together for years. We don't have a man in house, and that's the thing. Like we were doing everything together. It's if someone lives like without men, she knows that it's really hard to I don't know, understand and realize some things. So you have to be more strong. You have to be more I don't know. You have to be men too. So they are really inspiring women in my life. Yeah.
Nice answer, I like that. Mommy and grandma. Absolutely. Okay, Simon, it's your turn to shine.
I'm sorry, from Germany. Shine was the entry from Georgia. Wasn't it? But now we are with Warrior. Tell me, are you really strong in your life, or can you sometimes also cry or be a weak person? And the question to Sasha is about your inspiration, because we saw two big eyes. We are in Austria, and there was a movie called Big Eye with a famous Austrian actor Christopher Waltz, and maybe you were inspired by this movie because the poster looked like
Well, actually, I don't really think about myself, but yes, I cry when I'm laughing. Yeah, sometimes.
And to answer the question, well, my inspiration for this number was Nina. Sometimes you have the chance to do numbers where you can talk to an artist and really create a number around an artist together with others. That's always the ideal thing when you create a number. And this was actually the case to the max. So she wrote this song herself. That makes a good point to build a number out of her. And the title Warrior is such a strong thing. So we started with deciding that she's going to be alone on stage. That's the most important thing. The lights and the LEDs are going to work in favor for her, and she's going to control the stage. That's why you see a few moves that she controls. We wanted the shape of her to be strong. That's why we had the feathers. So we wanted to see the silhouette of her, that she's a strong woman. So even though she doesn't start from the intro, even though there's no lyrics yet, we want you to see that you can tell it's a strong woman. And no, I did not see in the movie with Big Eyes. I never heard about it, so. But the inspiration was her eyes, actually. She has this crazy color. It's like an aqua turquoise sea. I don't even know what it is. So the first time we met and I saw pictures on her and this great makeup, it was amazing. We need to use this on stage. We need to show the world her eyes. So that's the inspiration.
I can look at your eyes for a long time. You also have beautiful eyes, my friend. All right, anybody else out there in the audience? No? Okay. How about we go to hashtag Ask Eurovision right now. There are a couple of questions that are the questions that people keep asking over and over again, like, how does it feel to have another warrior in the Eurovision Song Contest? We're gonna skip that one. I'm gonna go to David Karash. He wants to know, what advice would you give us so that we can all be warriors?
Oh, that's really hard to say. I don't know. For me, the most important thing in life is to just be myself, express my feelings, express my thoughts, and do whatever I want. So I think that doing whatever you want makes you kind of warrior, because there's a lot of things you have to just handle in life. So that would be opinion about, I don't know, advice.
Yeah, it's hard to, everybody has their own thing, so how do you know what to address? I understand what you mean. Anybody else? I've got actually, oh yeah? Did you put your hand up or, yeah, okay, all right.
Good evening, Nina.
Just a microphone.
Good evening, Nina. My name is Irakli. I'm from